Hey, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a while, but it's Justin here to make another review. This time for Rurouni Kenshin Saishusho, the final. I've already reviewed the previous three live-action Rurouni Kenshin movies, and even though I always saw them when they premiered, for this one I didn't get around to see it until just recently. So, figure I'd share my thoughts on it. So, pretty much this whole movie entirely covers the Jinshu arc of the original manga of Rurouni Kenshin. And it's about how Yukishiro Enishi, the brother of Kenshin's former wife, has come back to seek vengeance on him. And if you've seen if you've read the original manga, you've pretty much got the foundation of that story down to a T. So it's pretty much focused on him and Kenshin's rivalry, and how much he just hates him for how he feels he's responsible for his sister's death and so on. So they got all that done really well. Um, but the entire arc is only condensed to this 2.5 hour movie, so a huge chunk of the original story is taken out. While Enishi's thugs are still part of the movie, their roles are just regulated to nothing more than thugs. They don't really explore how they each have their own personal grudges against Kenshin, and why entirely it's called the Jinshu arc. But yeah, a lot was changed. I mean, some people might handle it, some people, will not like it well. But yeah, I personally didn't like. I think this character should have fought this character. Once again, I always felt that Sano in this movie, he kind of gets the ball dropped on him. And I'll admit I do have some personal bias because Sano is one of my top favorite characters. And I don't like how he was. I mean, he does have a role, but he could have had a bigger one, and they could have used him much better. And once again, Yahiko, he's pretty much useless. Of course, they kind of explore, that he's useless for a reason, but, they can't really fit him in a 2 hour, half-hour movie. Of course, Kaoru, her role is more or less the same, but, yeah, other than that, if you want something really, really minimal, it gets the job done. Um, you know, they get the entire point of it down, but they don't really get the whole exploration. I understand they can't do that. As for the action, as usual, it is excellently choreographed. Some parts of the movie felt kind of silly with the choreography, but other than that, it's like the angles of like how they run, and how they kind of run fast and how they crouch low. That's filmed excellently well and excellently framed. The sword fighting's pretty good. Yeah, so I can't really complain too much about it. But I think they could have used wider angles and better lighting. And I felt they kind of abused shaky cam too much in some parts. But yeah, how do I put this? The way I view it's pretty much the same as the rest of the live action Rurouni Kenshin movies. It's a style over substance movie. That's the way I view it. And, I'm not, in this instance, I'm not saying that's entirely a bad thing, but, that's just all depending on your taste. And I'll admit that I'm not a style over substance person, but, but this is style over substance I can find tolerable. But if you're kind of the reverse, then this movie might not be for you too much. But yeah, other than that, is it better than what Hollywood can make in terms of adapting an anime or manga? Fuck yes, it is. I mean, the guy that got to play Enishi, he was excellent. He really carries the movie very well as a villain. He has the look down, he has the physicality, and I felt the emotion was kind of too over dramatic. I mean, you understand why he is that way, you understand his sadness, you understand his motivations, but at certain parts, he just was too over dramatic. But other than that, I really kind of have no complaints about the character. But I felt that they could have done more with his crew and the parts with Kenshin, with what he had to go through to get to the ending. And I felt that, we were kind of cheated out of that. But in the end, yes, it's good we get a Jinchu adaptation in some form. But please give us a full anime adaptation, not that fucking Kyoto Inferno arc, a cop-out. And not that fucking that Reflections OVA. Even Watsky said that was a piece of shit review. So, I just think after 20 years, we deserve at least that. But other than that, the movie is okay for what it is. It could be a lot better. That's all I gotta say about that.